The South Korean government is breathing a sigh of relief this morning after it was confirmed that Seoul has been granted a waiver from the latest US sanctions on Iran. The US State Department's decision means South Korea is free to import oil from Iran without fear of economic repercussions from Washington. EG1 reports.
With the 180-day grace period coming to an end on Monday, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin announced the return of U.S. sanctions on Iran.
We are making it abundantly clear to the Iranian regime that they will face mounting financial isolation until they fundamentally change their destabilizing behavior. These powerful sanctions directly target Iran's banking, energy, and shipping sectors.
Pompeo said 8 countries would be granted waivers from the sanctions as they had significantly reduced their purchases of Iranian crude over the past 6 months.
We have decided to issue temporary allotments to a handful of countries, responsive both to the specific circumstances and to ensure a well-supplied oil market. The U.S. will be granting these exemptions to China, India, Italy, Greece, Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and Turkey.
The waivers will last up to 180 days, but are extendable. Seoul's Foreign Affairs Ministry says the decision means South Korea will be able to maintain a stable supply level of Iranian condensate or ultralight oil, but exact figures were not disclosed. South Korea heavily depends on Iranian oil. An official at the ministry said over half of the country's daily imports of condensate barrels last year were from Iran. Seoul is also free to maintain its current financial transactions with Iran's sanctioned central bank. The 2 countries have been trading oil and other products by paying and receiving Korean won through the Iranian central bank's accounts at 2 South Korean banks. Since South Korea's currency has low convertibility, the official said, the negotiating team assured the U.S. that this method of transaction will not allow U.S. dollars or other foreign currencies to flow into Iran. The U.S. sanctions on Tehran comes as the Trump administration withdrew from the 2015 nuclear deal with Iran in May, saying it had not stopped Iran from developing its ballistic missile program and intervening in neighboring countries. While Pompeo said more than 20 importing nations have already zeroed out their imports of Iranian crude, he warned the U.S. will continue negotiations to get all of the nations to zero. 이지원, Arirang News.